I think we are live.
Are we?
All right, yes, we are live. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead. Yes. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How's everybody?
How y'all doing on a Thursday evening? So, anyways, welcome to our third talk on green conversations, uh, where we'll be zooming in on recycling in Singapore. Sorry, Thomas, I think need to lower. A topic which I'm sure is quite relatable to most of us here this evening. So, according to the Sustainable Singapore Blueprint, the target of our recycling rate in 2030 is actually set to be 70%, correct, Thomas?
Yes.
Yes. And so, with 30% for our domestic recycling rate and 81% for non-domestic recycling. So, yeah. So, currently in 2019, right, our current rate is at 59%. But of course, now with COVID-19 happening, actually a lot of unavoidable waste is being generated. So I think a lot of us right now, right, we are actually thinking if recycling can still be used as a form of a band-aid, like to just to tackle this current situation, but of course in a safe manner where possible. So while we are all hoping if this can be a band-aid, right? However, recycling can be quite confusing. So I think that's why all of us are here today, and we thought that this topic would be a very interesting topic. And most of the time when we throw our recyclables in the blue bins, we're not sure where they go and whether or not they will really end up being recycled. Yes. So, which is why for this evening, we've invited our friend Thomas Wong, who's here with us today, to share with us more about the industry itself, to understand the current trends and why recycling is complex, and also to see how, as consumers, can we be more aware and play our part as best as we can in contributing to a more circular economy. So, Thomas, if you don't mind, I'll introduce you for a bit. So,
Sure.
as I mentioned in our caption, Thomas has more than 20 years of experience in waste management. He is one of the co-founders of this new company, EWR2. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
Which is in the e-waste recycling and recovery business, focusing on both large household appliances and info-comm materials. Prior to this, he also founded Impetus Conceptus, which is one of the leading exporters in the paper and plastic recycling industry. Yeah. So, if you want to find an expert on recycling, this is your man. Okay. But before we begin our session, I would like to just put some caveats out there first. Okay, hold on. So while we will be talking about some of the misconceptions towards recycling of certain items, right? In this session, we won't go into the nitty-gritty of every single item or whether or not they can be recycled or not. So for those of you who may have questions on whether a particular item can be recycled, we may or may not address them depending on how useful it is. However, feel free to also reach out to us privately if you do have questions, or you can reach out to Thomas as well. Yeah. And also, while recycling is an industry that is common around the world, we will only focus on recycling in Singapore, given the time. Yeah. So, yes, please feel free to ask questions that's relating to how recycling is being done in Singapore. But of course, if it's questions on recycling overseas, unfortunately, we won't be addressing that for tonight. Also, there's actually two channels of recycling. So we have household recycling and we have industrial recycling. However, given the time and to make this session a bit more in-depth, we'll just focus a little bit more on household recycling, which I'm sure many of you can relate, right? Obviously, yes. So not only that, recycling is also a very broad landscape. It involves different parties, but what we hope to achieve in this conversation is that we want to keep this conversation polite and respectful, and it is not for us to blame any party within the landscape. Rather, we want to see this as an open space for discussion, but still ensuring constructive feedback. Hence, we will not entertain any disrespect to our guests here or any other comments relating to such. Last but not least, if you have any questions, again, feel free to hit them in the comment section below. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's just get to it. So Thomas, maybe if you can just briefly, I know I've introduced you already, but maybe you can just share with us like why you got into the waste business and how did you go about doing it?
Okay, I think yeah. I actually came into this business because I felt that it makes money. Yeah, so it's straightforward. Back then, I think it's a different landscape of today. Today, you guys prefer to follow your own idea and your own passion. So during my time was so what makes money, right? So I thought, hey, that's not bad. Recycling actually can make money, and everybody can throw waste, So I think the waste industry can really be a gold mine that I can maybe do good, and then at the same time do my small little part lah. But honestly speaking, making money is still the number one part or the biggest part. That was my teaching or rather my learning back then lah. Yeah.
How old actually were you quite determined to go into the waste business?
Since I graduated, because my friends were asking me, so hey Thomas, graduation, how? Do what? Do what? I think collect rubbish, it's not bad idea, no? Collect rubbish? Yes, man. See, every one of us throw rubbish, but so sure can make money one somewhere. So yeah, so actually quite sad. I always tell all my friends, say, parents always say, you better study hard. You don't study hard, you become the rubbish man. So I study hard, and then I still become the rubbish man. Yeah, so quite fun. The journey is really nice. So far, I've been lucky. I work for a waste company, Sam Waste. I think many of you would have known for 10 years. Then after that, I decided, say, well, I have enough of corporate life. I don't know, want to wear any more long sleeve and tie. So I decided to get out, do my own. So I become I write a bone man or Garanguni, as you guys would have known them. So collection, then I slowly grow my business, all the way until now lah.
Wow, as in you really want the Garanguni man, you go around with the horn.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Without doing that, you will not understand, right? So knowing that, driving the lorry and go around and collect, and then you understand what are the basic, or rather the ground of it. Okay? I don't believe in sitting back and then trying to figure out what's going to happen. Yeah. And then trying to think that, oh yeah, maybe the recyclables must be this, recyclables must be that. No. Just go outside there, go to the ground, touch those cartons, touch those plastics, negotiate the prices with the bin center guys, and then get those, make sure that this is your, so I would say your turf, but these are your customers.
Yeah.
And from there, I bring this set of knowledge to the commercial world. Then slowly from there, I beginning to grow pretty fast, maybe because I'm the only English-speaking Garanguni around. So during that time is easier. I think it's easier because you will speak proper language. Yeah. You are dealing with for example, hoteliers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are not going to go to the low rung. You're actually hitting on the higher management, which they understand that things must change within their own system. So I said, Thomas, what can you do to help us change the way we are doing now? So from one hotel to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. So at Impetus, I think we command something like 95% of all the 5 stars. Any 5 stars that you name off, I think the Impetus is doing. So from one hotel industry, I move on to the next one, to the office buildings. So then the office building is, I think, even simpler because not too complex. So the banks, insurances, companies, and then from there I move on back with enough gun powder. Yeah. Then you go and hit the government agencies lah. So step by step lah. So since we are slightly educated. So I think we could make use of those education that we have, and then from there we pace ourselves. But nevertheless, every new customer that I come upon, even in Impetus back then, I always go to the customer place and collect myself.
When you first
so that even now.
Even now?
Yeah, okay. Even now when let's say I'm still with Impetus, I will still go and see the new customer. Of course, it's depending on the size lah. Not if it's just like a 1, 2, never mind. So if it's of a certain size, then I'll see. Okay, maybe I just pay a visit and see how the collection is like. First of all, is to understand the customer's concern rather than just face to face. And then the second one will be to really understand the mode of operations in and around the customer's place. This can actually help you do a lot of things. For example, the planning, and then because you're going to plan a fleet of vehicles, right? So so you're going to make sure that the timing, where is it, and then you don't overpromise the client, and then you don't under deliver also lah. So those good ones, obviously, you will be happy to have them. So that's why the need to go down to the ground to understand to me is really, really important.
Was it very difficult to explain to them how you're gonna collect the waste? Was there a lot of negotiations every time you meet a new client?
Yeah, of course, because space is a luxury. I think no one has, or rather no officers has. So what happened is you got to quickly figure out where and how. So by actually giving a scan of what the guys are doing currently, and then what are your value add. Very important is what is your value add, right? So
your value add mean how you can value add for them.
How you can value add them, and then say that, okay, maybe this could be like this could be like that, but you let them make the decision because it's their place, it's not your place. So because every square feet is like $25 for them, so they cannot be placing rubbish for $25 per month per square meter, per square feet. So you got to figure out, let them know that it must be unsightly. For example, if it's unsightly, then they do not want. So they want it to be very neat. They want to understand how you can work with them, what kind of programs that the impetus will have to guide them along. So it's actually for their own sustainability reports and stuff like that. So you got to be very, very, I would say very well versed, but at least you know what they're talking about, and hopefully you can be part of it. So you are more entrenched with their culture and try to shape them.
I see. So say example, you want to collect people from them. So you will tell them remember to shred it, get your whole company to shred it well, then put into a bin somewhere then you provide the bin, is it?
Something like that. Or maybe they say, no lah, Thomas, no shredders lah, no shredders spoil lah, whatever. No problem. Then I give you a confidential bin. Then you place all your confidential materials inside. So I will bring back to my place and shred it lah. That kind of thing. So work both ways lah. So in offices is I think much more straightforward. Just that also easy to talk because they know what they want. So straightforward one lah. Just straight away and go and do it.
Okay, so maybe you can just share briefly about your new venture, EWR2. Just very briefly, what's it about?
Okay. In the year, I think next year, 2021, the PRO by NEA is going to be started. It actually covers on collection of e-waste. So I got this plan out something like 2018. When I first heard the news somewhere like 2017, I thought there was a good opportunity. So I thought, okay, let's go and study this. So, I get some materials in. So I draft up a nice proposal. Then after that, sell it to an investor. So the investor was very happy, saying, wow, I can make money at Thomas. Can, sure. Sure, no problem, So so I set up the plant. So the plant is now in the making. We are in the final phase. The equipments are coming in by I think this annual, starting next month.
But why do you choose e-waste?
E-waste E-waste traditionally there are actually a lot of e-waste companies, but then they are more focused on trading. Maybe some will be doing something, but not the kind of full-fledged. You see, they will look at computers, they will look at laptops, they will look at all this ICT portion, which is quite good. But nobody's looking at the fridge.
I see.
The washing machine. Now you ask your Garanguni to come and take. Nobody will take from you. Trust me. No one will take from you.
So you saw
what happens?
Gap,
so this is a gap. So because all of us understand that there are no facility that actually can recycle this. So since you see the gap, then obviously there will be something to earn money lah. You know, kind of thing. At the same
So your
time,
business like keep
yeah. It's always about earning money.
lah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. But then so you were sharing that like EWR2 is like the first e-waste recycling plant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how is that for you? Like, is it very exciting? Like I don't know, how's the landscape like? Like, are people very excited? Are you getting a lot of opportunities?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very exciting. I think so because first of all, finally, there's someone who can take in all the large household appliances for a start. And with this work from home culture right now, I think it even benefits me more because everybody will be opening the fridge, close the fridge, opening the fridge, close the fridge.
Yep.
And then the aircon on the aircon, on the fan. So things will spoil. So yeah, so Gain City is happy. I'm happy. Yeah. So those guys are happy. I'm happy too.
And is EWR2 focusing on both industrial and household?
Both. Yeah,
Okay.
because it is by the because of the PRO plan. It is from industrial and residential. This residential as well. So they are going to appoint someone soon to do the collection part of things, but the ultimate place to go should be ours. Should be my place lah.
Sorry, as in like
means the end destination should be my place.
Okay, so I guess so you're saying that most of the LHA, which is the large household appliances and ICT-comm materials, will all go to you, or it's just like you're one of the players?
Hopefully, I'm just one of the players. I don't want to be just the only one. The only one is not fun. So competition will bring around more value. I always believe this.
You like competition lah. Bring more.
Yeah, I like to compete. Like when Impetus was a small boy, I want to place myself at the highest point. Back then was tape paper. Yeah. So I was here. So he was like space. So the last time around, I think I got a compliment from the boss of tape paper. So he actually said, Thomas, you're not bad. Within a short 10 years, you actually climb over me. And now that I'm here and then you are in space, I said, no. To me, it's really about hard work.
I see.
It must be hard work.
Yeah.
And with a bit of luck. But of course, if you don't work hard, there will be no luck. That's for sure.
Sounds like a good motto.
Yeah, of course. Hard work.
So like let's say like how as a consumer myself, right? So if I want to dispose of my fridge, how will it end up in your plant?
Okay, first of all, let's say if you want to throw a fridge away, obviously you would want to buy one new one, for example. Right? So okay, so the maybe like you buy from these retailers, the retailers will come over, put in a new fridge for you, make sure everything is done, then they take away the old fridge. So the reverse logistics, I think, will be the fella who is delivering the fridge, and then after they collect all the old fridges, and then they will come back to my place, the deposit bit. So my recycling plant actually covers something like 30 units an hour. Yeah, 30 fridges in 1 hour.
Wow, is that good?
So
like,
just throw the fridge in, throw the fridge in, and the plant will actually segregate all these materials into foam, metal, aluminium, copper, and all these kind of things.
Okay, it sounds like very complex, but your because you have the machinery to just
correct. So the plant itself is designed to be automated. Maybe like 80%, 85%.
I see.
But of course, inside the fridge you got those kind of plastic panels,
Yeah.
Just take it out and take the motor out. Okay, can already. And the rest will be done by the equipment. Because back then don't have Back then in the yards, we used to use hammers and those scrapers.
Yes.
Like it would take like 20 minutes for one fridge. I think so. Maybe 30 minutes for one fridge. I think it's crazy. And then with the growth of F&B now, back then, right? So more F&B are coming up. When I was studying this, people are dining out more often, which is the truth. So there will be people taking over those fridges, throwing away the fridges, taking the fridges and throwing away the fridges, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe thanks for sharing a bit more about
No problem, no problem.
EWR2. Quite happy to hear that it's new and up and running. Yes. So yeah, everyone out there, e-waste is a big thing. You know, it's gonna some of your appliances might end up in Thomas's plant. So do play a role in also making sure that you put in the proper bins and it's clean, right? Yes. Okay. So maybe Thomas, you can just share with us like how is the household recycling landscape in Singapore like, and what are the current trends at this moment? Because some people may not be aware of like when they when I throw my stuff into like a blue bin, right? Where does it go? Like how in Singapore, how is it different from other countries? Like just in
Okay.
Singapore. Yeah.
I think in Singapore it's pretty easy lah. So you just show the blue bin, and then the collectors will come over to take away the blue bin, whatever the contents.
Yep.
Then it will be sent to a MRF, a material recycling facility. Over there, these are sorted. Okay. After sorted, then they will be packed, baled, then into containers, and they will be shipped out. So it's a very clear process. And we don't actually recycle them, like you say. We actually just Singapore just a collection point. We collect, people like me, we collect.
Yeah.
And then we ship it out.
Yes.
To some other places. Because we do not run mills.
Yeah.
Mills, MILS, yeah. We don't run mills. There are no paper mill, no metal mill, no plastic mill, nothing.
So
there's no mills.
What's the reason for that?
Because mills require a lot of land.
Okay.
And then it requires a lot of water.
And
then it requires a lot of cheap labor.
So
we possess neither of the three because we are not cheap, right? So yeah, and then it's very pollutive. Based on today's standards, it is still considered pollutive. Right? Just give you an idea how a paper plant, to make it feasible, will look like the size of Rolls-Royce. That plant. So I think it is always good that we give the multi-billion-dollar business to Rolls-Royce because they're going to churn out multi-billion-dollar business back to Singapore. Right? If you give that kind of land to me, I can only churn out 20 cents worth of GDP. So it will not make sense. It will not make sense. Yeah.
Okay. So are you trying to say that because when we export, so we obviously export most of our recyclable stuff. So so if that's the case, how then what so is it we are very dependent on external factors, so meaning that other countries whether or not they accept.
Yes.
Yeah, and how is this like what's the dynamics like what's the trend now? Like is it
trend now? Wow. Yeah. Now is really down. Really we are actually in a very deep we are really deep really deep. Really see, okay. It was totally okay before 2018. So at 2017, near the September of 2017 or November, China started to realize that maybe through a viral video that in China actually they were having this viral video of a young girl, I think maybe like 9 years old, with his with her brother. They were playing with medical waste, plastics, right? So I think that went really viral around China. So what happened was I think maybe the top felt that, hey, why are we doing this for the world? Then they start to look at the accounts book. You mean we're doing like 80% of the world's waste? What do we benefit? I thought we uplifted, we just announced that we uplifted like a group, a generation into middle class. Then why are we having this? So this mindset then sets in and say, no, we are not going to take care of the waste because it's crazy. Yeah, why so? Because if you start taking in waste, the pollution is something that you cannot control.
Yeah.
So at around 2018, they start to have these two policies. So it's one green fence policy, then the national SWOT policy. Okay. So the green fencing policy is to fence themselves up first.
Yeah.
Say, okay, no more import, but of course cannot be too strict lah. If it's too strict, then everybody die. So they say, okay, green fence report lah. So this green fence first to shield themselves away and try not to let the importers import from us.
That's why they
So
stop, right?
So the moment without China, prices start falling. Yeah, they start falling because
Mainly for plastic.
plus for everything.
For
everything. Okay, metal, whatever.
Yeah.
Even for metal, you say, wow, Thomas, metal, no, you cannot go in. No, cannot go.
So how
last time we can bring in copper cables, with all the little wires, the wires, like this type of wires, no problem. It's okay, no problem. Now they want pure copper.
Wow.
Okay,
So it's more
it's
strict.
95 to 97% purity.
Okay.
If they see anything different, they reject.
So then in Singapore, how did that affect all the key industries?
All of us.
Because like yourself, So how
you see, when price start to fall, right? When prices start to fall, obviously businesses like me, why would I want to collect? Because I cannot go anywhere. Right? So they did the plastic first, then followed by paper, then followed by metals. So that is a national SWOT policy.
I see.
So green fence first, then national SWOT. So I one by one I kill you. So the whole of ASEAN almost dead lah. Because the recycling all dead lah. Because we really rely China because they are the number one exporters of all materials.
Then moving forward to today, where the importers, consultants, or the industry, where are they channeling the waste, like recycled waste to now?
Yeah, still to Malaysia, India, but India far. You go to China, there are a lot more ports. It's easier. You go to India, there's only one port, one deep sea port. Yeah, and it's closest to Singapore.
And you're saying that just now you frown when you say India so far. So I'm assuming that even the transport fee can be quite high, right? To transport.
Yes. The transport fee is high, and they do have many ports, but the deep sea ones there's only one, closest to us. And everybody's lining up there. Yeah, so how are we going to get our stuff inside? Because it's only recycling. It's really cheap, now. So that's the reason why you keep seeing or keep hearing people saying that, now recycling, there are charges.
Yep.
Yeah, because literally nowhere to go. Yeah, nowhere to go.
So you're saying that like now you charge your recycling fees?
Yes. I charge everybody.
And how does that affect the business so far?
Well, I think business has been even better than before.
Oh, okay. So people
people actually buys the idea and say that, hey, Thomas,
okay, wow.
You can do this properly. Of course, as soon as you pay me, I'll do properly.
Is it because because a lot of companies now are focusing on sustainability, like, with all the sustainability reporting and stuff like that? That's why they are more open to paying more.
Yep. And then, of course, the next question, the next truth is many of us also collapsed already. So only left a few of us around. So because I'd rather not do it because it would then hurt my bottom line. Then it doesn't make any difference why I should be doing this, because as long as you want to protect the environment, there will be certain out of the pocket costs. But I always sell this idea to everybody. All of us has benefited from the iPad I'm using right now, to the phone, to the fridge, even to this. I benefited. So when I throw away that time, this earphones use has really passed. So I fork out a bit to make sure that these earphones raw materials can come back to me again. Yeah, so it's really about the responsibility now.
Okay. Okay, I see. So right now, right, with Singapore, now that Singapore situation, the recycling landscape is like this, where we're very dependent on overseas partners, right? How, right, at this point in time, how volatile now do you see the progress, as in the vulnerability of the recycling industry is in Singapore? Like is it very vulnerable? Like, is it going to change? Is there going to be a shift? Is there any ways that's going to be more valuable than another? Yeah, is there?
I think the recycling industry can still survive because Singapore is still very high end. Like when you say our waste is like a lot. Actually, our waste in compared to other countries is very little. Very, very, very little. We are just in our recycling business is just in time for them only. Like it's a JIT thing.
Okay.
That means if they need something, they just give me a call. Hey, Thomas, you have like 300 tons. Like to you, be 300 tons a lot, but to us, it's like 300 tons. Oh, you want? Okay, now I deliver to you.
Oh,
Yeah, so to them, we are just a just-in-time business to supply in their own supply chain. So as long as our ports are open,
yep.
they will definitely keep their ports open for us because there is trade, ma.
Yeah.
So that is what the government is actually trying to do, lah. Try to keep our doors really open so that trade can flow.
I see.
So just make sure that it's clean. I think we are okay.
Okay. So what is the more valuable trash for you for the recycling?
Now,
yeah.
Now I think there is no say anything trash, but I think now that I got a plant, it's easier to extract those metals from a fridge, from an aircon or from a fan, something like that. So the ability to actually break it down more efficiently will definitely give me an edge against my competitors per se.
I think your e-waste recycling plant, back to that a bit, is it very big or like how were you able to secure
Yeah,
land?
very big. It's like 3-story. So spanning something like 50,000 square feet.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so multi-story. So must ditch the idea of single story. Like when you see us, we are always a single story. No, we are always single story. So I don't believe in single story. I believe in multi-story because that is where we should be, like land usage and then more efficient. Then we got to redesign how we want to do our stuff, something like that. I think that because this is what we learn, right? So we got to apply our knowledge in these difficult times when the waves are actually coming onto you. So the knowledge and then the experience will actually help actually every one of us here to gain certain advantage, maybe a competitive advantage instead of complaining and say that no worker, oh yeah, no land, no man. Every time it's no land, no man. So we keep complaining for 10 years, it's still no land and no man. So might as well think about something, right? So there's automation. So people always tell me, say, automation, Thomas, crazy lah, cannot one lah. No. Automation is the key to our survival. It's not even success yet, it's survival. Okay, because only with automation, then we are able to attract the youth to join us, join the industry, and change.
Yes.
How can I ever expect any youth to say, hey, you go and collect carton? No way lah. But I can say, can you please sit in the chair and then you just like drone the vehicle there, can or okay, drone the vehicle, no problem. I've been doing this all my life because I've been using my handphone all my life, so no problem. So things must change. Certain level of automation will then attract youth to actually come in and understand our business because you don't say many people talk about us because not because we are not exposed, because of the stigma. And then there are not many youth actually come inside because they I don't know, maybe we don't hire.
Yes.
I don't know. Or maybe when we hire, maybe the pay very low because we are very hands dependent.
Yeah.
So obviously you will just we don't think about it because you pay so low, who want to come to you? Obviously, since you don't change, you are not able to automate, then how are you going to pay high?
That's true.
Not possible.
So that's why
I
you're
invest.
able
to, so to automate.
EWR2 because of this automation. And then when you get in youths, you can definitely pay them higher because they're not going to do manual labor.
Correct. You see, once you have a certain level of automation, then you are able to attract maybe like engineers.
Yes.
Engineers or people. Like these engineers will then have ideas on how to improve to the things that I have bought. Maybe you can work with maybe like I'm very close with A-stars and boys. So you can work with them, gain more knowledge from these experts. Then from there we can make this thing more efficient maybe because every percentage counts. So if you are more productive, obviously this savings is considered gains. So if you continue to use cheap hands, you cannot gain. Like now, all my friends all dying. Why? Nobody from the dorms are coming out. So none of them working, but every month they're paying the rent. You cannot survive.
Okay, I think I'll like look at the comments and see what questions
Sure.
we have so far.
Sure.
I have okay. For some reason, I see that we have 14 comments, but I can't see
So fast.
all.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't see all the comments.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so someone Go Xingyi asked, so for the metal parts, right, that you can extract and reuse, what will happen to the other parts that cannot be extracted in your plant?
Cannot be extracted.
Yeah.
Don't quite understand it, but cannot be extracted.
That
Because
means
the machines I bought, okay, for example, I bought a few machines. One of them is a cable recycling machine.
Yeah.
So they actually breaks the cables like this earphone or that plant this 3-pin wall plug, like the wire, right? So we can actually the original or the old days of making is like get a pen knife and you start to like cut it nicely and and it will, I don't know lah, it's a waste of time. So that's the reason why we don't actually do it. Now with this machine is different. I can throw in something like 500 kilo straight, and within an hour it will split up on the copper granules, and then the PVC coats automatically. Yeah. So, but the purity is only at 95 to 96%.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say through this automation, I hire one engineer.
Yeah.
And then the engineer is able to make progress or make something to the machine that I bought. And to increase by 1%. Wow, it's a lot of money. It's really a lot of money now. It's a lot of savings. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put some context to the question. So like, let's say a fridge, right? I'm sure the fridge is not just like metal. There's also plastic.
Yeah, plastics. Yes.
I don't know, glass maybe. Yeah. So what happens to those like plastic or this like?
No problem. I can just take out take out the plastics, right? First of all, so take out those panels or plastics that you see on the fridge,
yeah.
Those dividers, right? So take it out.
Yeah.
So these are generally plastics. So take it out. Then you can actually send this to the recycler or maybe to my impetus to go export it. Yeah. But the entire fridge can be thrown in. So inside the fridge, they got 3 or 4 components. One of which is foam.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Foam will be segregated out. Just imagine foam will be taken out.
Yeah.
The metals will be taken out. Yeah. And then there will be, behind the fridge, there are some panels, aluminium.
Yep.
Will be segregated as well. Then with a bit of copper pipes or tubings. So all this will be segregated into the 4 or 5 categories. So obviously the foam we cannot use. That's for sure. But foam gives a lot of caloric value when you burn them.
I see.
So this can be waste to energy.
Yes. Okay. So you actually, so even though certain materials are not taken and reused, recycled into something else, sometimes it be recycled for energy lah. Is that
Yep. Okay. So those metals that I collect, right? Then this will be exported to the mills. The old days of recycling, then you see all the metal surrounding the fridge, right?
Yeah.
They are all like stick up with the foam, and it's not clean. Yeah. That's a problem. And then you dump in so much resources, but the extraction of the metal value is low. So that's the reason why nobody wanted the fridge. They will just say no, I don't want.
And so far with automation, right? Like, are you able to increase the recycling rate?
Yeah, of the fridge, of the particular product lah. Yes. So initially nobody wants fridge. So when I come out with a machine, then now I'm able to receive the fridge. So that is 100% recycling rate for us.
Really? You're able to?
Yeah, because it was 0 one.
Oh wow! Okay,
it was 0, right? Because nobody won. So now it's 100%, right? But this new 100% will be back to 0 again, because now it's up to us to figure out how do we increase the productivity via the machines.
Okay, I have another question from Himet. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Will recycled e-products be affordable, cheaper than brand new products? The higher cost has always been a deterring factor for consumers. This can be seen in other green issues such as products or furniture made from recycled materials and organic materials. Yeah.
E-products,
Recycled e-products, will it be more affordable?
when you say e-products,
I think electronic.
affordability will definitely be there, because it's always cheaper, right? Let me say second hand, right now.
Okay.
But you see, all the electronic companies now, those big manufacturers, right? They are actually sourcing for recycled materials already.
And does
So
that make the cost cheaper?
actually, you're paying for the technology.
Okay, so not so
Yeah,
much
you
for the
actually don't
material.
pay for the product is cheap. It's a technology that you require.
Okay.
Okay. So being for example, like Apple, Samsung, or
Yeah.
as big boys,
Okay. Yeah.
they
Apple.
have been using all these recycling material or recycled materials for their production already.
Oh, so
Yeah, they have been doing that. Yeah,
for very long they've been doing that.
Actually, the phone is very cheap, It's just that when you buy it, because you buy the technology.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Unless it is a reuse, then obviously it will be cheaper lah. But the technology now is different, right? So yeah. So how can you be using 486? During my time was 486,
Okay.
So 486 now is what technology? Quad now. I think it's quad. Yeah, I don't know I forget like how many quad already, right? So
okay, and this is a
the
common
pricing itself, it is
throughout
throughout. It is
all the
throughout. Yeah,
different.
it is throughout to all manufacturers, because manufacturers always want to make the product cheap.
Yeah.
And how to go about doing it is because they have been using all this all the time, all the time. Then like you say, like cost. The cost is because you are buying the tech, right? So you cannot say anything. You want to buy the tech.
Okay, let's move on. I'm sure some of our viewers here are are obviously more concerned with household recycling, right? And
Sure.
I was thinking, why not let's just go through some of the misconceptions that we have regards to recycling some of our everyday items, yeah? So I'm going to bring out some items for you, okay? So I do note that out there, I did say earlier that we won't address every single item, but I did prepare some items like that is usually people think can be recycled or they're not sure. So so we're going to talk about it. So first off, let's talk about plastics. We do know that plastic has a lot of different kind of number, the grade, the triangle grade. So which is the key numbers that I mean, I don't know, like how can we recycle them? Like what are the key numbers that can be recycled?
Okay, let me get this on the table first. All plastics can be recycled. That's for sure.
Okay.
But is it economically or feasible to be done? So the value of it. So currently, I think there's only like three numbers. Remember, HDP, LDP, PET, and I think ABS. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Only that few.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
only
know
that
the
few.
number lah. So the numbers
you
is
know the number. Okay.
125, right?
Something like that something like that
What something like that?
Okay, we don't refer them to numbers. We actually refer them to the composite. So yeah, when you tell me say 125 or 7, I say yeah, I think so lah. But if you tell me PT, I know because we look at the material.
Okay, so I got some items. Let's see.
PT lah,
Wait. Okay, this one. This one is my biscuits. You know, biscuits, and they slot the biscuits. So it's clean.
Okay.
So it's one. This is one.
Yeah, this
one
okay.
is PT.
Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, PT. Yep.
Then this one, not sponsored, but you know, it's very common bubble tea, right?
Yeah,
so bubble tea cups actually can be recycled lah.
Can The thing is, can everybody keep this as clean?
So as long as you wash it, the general rule of thumb out there, everyone, is to always wash your.
Always give a rinse at the least. Give a rinse. Just give a rinse. But the key thing is, how many of us will do that? That's the key thing, yeah.
And this one also, shampoo bottles as well.
Yeah.
Also very good.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Very good.
Okay, so again, right? Actually, okay. So when I found out that it's 125 lah, right? I thought maybe one way to remember is like 125 sounds like I want to fight. So it's like maybe for those out there who are trying to figure out how can I remember which plastics can or cannot be recycled. Like you can think about I want to fight global warming. So it's I want.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Good idea.
some tips to remember which plastics can be recycled. Yes, however, so there's this particular kind of plastic that I want to talk about. They are called bioplastics, which are basically plant-based plastics that are biodegradable. So a lot of times
Yep.
I meet people, right? Then they say, I'll tell them, oh, I want to just bring my own container for the buffet, right? And then they say, oh, no worries, no worries. I actually ordered, those biodegradable cutlery and spoons and how to say like
Corn
cornware, right?
base, yeah,
Yeah,
corn
yeah, yeah. Or
type,
like
yeah,
sugar cane. I don't know. There's so many different kind of weird things out there right now. Can
yeah.
these be recycled?
Yeah.
And are they actually
Please don't do that. Please stop using all this.
okay?
Okay,
Why?
because
What is
okay,
wrong?
uh, first of all is this corn base. Okay, we do not have landfills for a start. So no matter how biodegradable the plastic is, it's not going to help. Yeah, without landfills. So with landfills in Philippines, in Indonesia, even Malaysia, no problem. You can actually put them on the ground, and then over time it will just disappear.
Yep.
Singapore do not possess landfill. Okay? Singapore possess incineration plants, right?
Yep.
So no matter what you do to the waste, they are going to get burnt. Okay? And worse, because they are food based, it takes more energy to burn than the traditional plastics that we were using.
Okay.
So yeah,
wait.
so do not replace one with one. Don't replace. The idea here is to reduce.
The idea is to
don't replace. You replace with something that is don't even serve a purpose, because we got no landfills at all. There are no landfills. Yeah,
so can we just be real here and say that is this kind of a form of greenwashing?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm totally against greenwashing. Just trying to profit and say that hey, this is good. Actually, the plastic is no good. The plastic is no good. The plastic is no good. Actually, you also no good lah. What you don't even understand the basis of the basis you don't have landfill. The last landfill we have is now Punggol 21.
Oh.
Plus. Yeah. The new HDB thing, Punggol 21 plus.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, these buildings are built on the last landfill we have. Since then, I have never seen any more landfills at all. Okay, so do not order this. Yep. Actually, don't even use this. If you got those like washable plates, I know sometimes party, I definitely understand.
Yeah.
By having those corn-based ones, and you're gonna send them to burn because it's food-based, so you use more energy.
Food-based meaning that it was made from plants.
Plant-based, yeah. So you say plant-based, right? Burning food is really using a lot more energy.
Okay.
Right? So if you put some more cutleries that is food-based, it's going to use even more energy. Plant-based. So if you use plastic, actually it's the same. But at least plastic produce certain calorific value.
Yeah.
To get the fires burning, rather than the plant-based.
Wow.
So
actually,
don't even think about this.
Okay, so everyone out there, right? I'm so sorry to say, but all this biodegradable plastic, no. It's even worse than normal plastic.
Yeah, right. Even if you wash it, you give it to me, I also cannot do anything. Even you wash it clean, I also can't do anything.
Unless I put it into the compost bin.
That is if you got a compost bin.
But let's say I got oil already, then I cannot put it.
No.
You cannot, right? I cannot put it.
No.
So then what's the point, right?
What's the point? Even though you washed it, then you wash it nicely.
Yeah.
Then might as well use your own plate lah. Don't even buy lah for a start. Right now, you just wash your own plate lor. Settle already. I think that is how I rather this type of food or other plant-based materials be made into paper-based. They are. So that at least when you throw away, it can be churned into cartons, which is the lowest grade of all. So at least there's some circular thing going around, rather than just like you just consume one time and then you throw. It's the same. Use plastic the same. Yeah.
Okay. So next question. I have been seeing. Okay, so wood. How about wood? Can wood be recycled?
Oh yes. Wood yes. Yeah, remember those. Well, just remember when you jog around your neighborhood, then you see these little humps of those black black woody material, then it smells like, smells like toilet bowl.
Yeah.
When you jog
Very
around,
smelly lah, very smelly.
very smelly one.
Yeah.
That actually from the wood chips that we actually throw.
Yeah.
All the furniture, all the IKEA furniture you don't want to throw away, they all end up there. Right?
Okay.
But the process is lengthy.
Lengthy.
Very lengthy. Okay. First of all, those cupboards, IKEA cupboards will be crushed down, which is fast. Right?
Yep.
Then after they will treat it with something. Then you let it sit. You let it sit for a long time. And we do not have the kind of land to let it sit for a long time. And then even though we got a lot of these gardens around, but we don't have enough. It's like 5 football fields worth now.
Yeah.
5-story high and 5 football fields worth.
Okay, then
it's madness.
So even though this can be recycled, right? But is it still economical to recycle them?
Yes. It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Like I say in my last one, we have got 5 football fields worth.
Yeah.
5-story high, We throw a lot. We really throw a lot. So the idea, hey, if you don't need it, please don't buy.
Okay.
You just say, wow, this furniture, IKEA, very nice idea. How to buy? I'll buy lor, very cheap. Buy lor. Just buy. Buy lor.
Those
Then after that,
couples.
then after that, hey, throw lor. This one don't want I don't like lah. No, your mother give me, I don't like because it's very old already. Don't like throw it. You one throw two. It's not one dollar throw. It's the entire block throw it. It's like people move house, right? Like the way they throw things is madness.
So again, just in the interest of time, like how do I put this? Okay, never mind. Let's just move on. Again, so because you mentioned there's mountains of waste. So again, it's not so much. Sometimes so much is to increase our recycling rate, but it's more to reduce.
Reduce first. Yeah, reduce.
Okay.
Please reduce first.
Okay, combination. So I know a lot of green shops, right, sell this kind of bamboo toothbrush.
Yeah.
For environment.
Waste time lah.
Huh?
No.
But it's better, right, than plastic.
No lah. How to recycle the toothbrush? How to do it? You simply cannot do it. You don't save toothbrush. The last time round, somebody asked me from a big shopping mall, telling me, can the used tissue can recycle not? Because paper based, no.
Yeah.
Same like toothbrush then.
Okay. But like when I bought this, right, they say just break the plastic part, then this one you throw, then this one can or not. It's like
cannot lah, bamboo how to do? Cannot do bamboo like.
Bamboo
Who's doing it?
Why is bamboo different?
Who is doing it? Who is doing it? Bamboo got the bamboo fibers are more fibrous. It takes even longer time to sit.
So to become compost is very hard.
Longer time, longer. That's the reason why you see the trees fall, right?
Wow.
And you see the bamboo fall, right?
Yeah.
You just take a look like that. I think Google should say. You see the way they decompose. Bamboo lasts longer one.
True.
Last longer.
Last
longer. If you see any bamboo forests, they last longer than any forest that you have seen.
Wow. Okay. So actually this, right, it may not necessarily.
Yeah, it's the material. Yeah, it's the material. Yes.
But the energy used to create this do you know whether it's lesser than the energy used to create a plastic one?
Creation is the same energy one. There's no difference in creation. You still need a lot more energy to gel those fibers together.
This one here.
Yeah, like to press together.
Yeah.
You like be loose.
Okay. So unfortunately for toothbrush, at least for this case, right?
No need. No need think about toothbrush. Plastic is okay one.
But then you still have to throw for hygiene.
Yeah, you should throw away. It's okay because anyway nobody will take it one.
Okay, next one. Pringle can. Like all the people who love.
Oh yeah. Netflix and chill, right? You guys always do this, right? Yeah.
So can these be recycled?
Yeah, please throw away lah.
Also cannot.
Throw away.
Why?
Because
Why can't these be recycled?
First of all, inside there's a linen of aluminium.
Okay.
Yeah, so that it keeps the food fresh.
I see.
Yeah. Right. It's a combination of the laminated aluminium, very small, thin foil, against the carton. Right. For us to recycle in Singapore, it's tough. You got to tear this apart.
So all this.
Yeah.
They might
the inside silver one. Just tear the silver against
and
against this.
outside here is
Yeah.
cardboard.
Also,
So what's
quite
the point?
difficult. Very tough. Very tough. Very
It's
tough.
more energy to tear, more pricey also to
Yeah, to recycle. Even if I send it to the mills, the mills
the one.
also shake head, because once they put it into the pot of water, right? When they press out the paper, these things are actually float up.
Mm.
Yeah, it is float up. So over time, right, they spin and spin and spin. Then they're able to melt the carton against the aluminium. Then it actually creates a lot more waste than the actual thing. Yeah.
Okay. So that's very ironic, right? Because so are you trying to say that actually sometimes the recycling industry also will still generate waste?
Yeah. Of course.
Byproduct
We do.
waste. So like
We do.
using gloves to handle again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
okay,
we do.
that's something interesting to note.
Mhm.
Yeah, something interesting to note. Also, maybe hopefully this is another deterrent lah, because if you
Yeah, this
all the
one
time,
no choice lah. Netflix and chill, I support lah. I totally support. Yeah.
Okay,
Please
next.
order more. Yeah.
So again, so just now you mentioned metals, right?
Yep.
You are not collecting this kind of small stuff. You're only collecting ICT, like you see like computers, laptops, phone, fridge, right? So all these small items, how But I got
No problem. It's okay one. It's okay.
can be
Yeah,
recycled.
these are okay.
But they are attached together though, isn't it?
No lah. Once you send it overseas, there will be some Pakistani who will do this for you lah.
So this one can go into recycling.
Yeah, can. Definitely can.
Because actually, I do note that some people actually have mentioned even if you throw this into the rubbish bin, right? Within at least at Semakau landfill for Singapore only, once it's incinerated, then all this will melt, right?
Yeah, all this will melt.
That's the metal, right?
Yeah. Then the metal will also be melted because it's very high temperature.
Yes. So it will still
Then
be
subsequently, they will use a magnetic or rather electromagnet to actually take out this metal part as they go along. Quite okay one.
So all these items, even if end up in trash can for Singapore's case,
okay. Still okay one. Definitely okay.
Right. Okay, next one. I'll try to quickly go through some more items.
Sure.
Okay, this one, Tetra paks.
Okay. Let me share with you. Tetra Pak can be recycled one. Can be. Okay, can be from the start. Okay. The technology is available.
Yeah. Surely.
But the technology is not in Singapore. The technology is in Malaysia. KL. KL, okay? So now is how do we transport these post-consumer Tetra Paks across Malaysia and then to the means across the customs.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Malaysia's embargo on waste is very tough. Post-consumers always attract flies. Right? I say please give a good rinse, right? But of course many of us don't do it lah, right? So imagine when I pack this up and then you send it across to Malaysia, the Ministry of Environment Malaysia side, they will ask us to come back. Because the moment they see flies, they will take it as food waste, not Tetra Pak waste.
I see.
So in post-industrial, no problem. Post-consumer is the biggest problem.
Okay,
so,
interesting.
Yeah. So every time when I tell my clients or anybody, please take the milk and then choose a plastic one instead.
Yeah, I see.
Rather than Tetra Pak, because plastic one you give a good rinse, you can see. Tetra Pak, because it's convenient. Some people just just one Chinese is enough already. All the packet drinks, then you drink and you throw a lot one really.
So actually for post-consumer, which is the household side, right?
It's tough, very tough.
Yeah, you just, even though these can be recycled, you always tell people don't use
Yes.
throw.
Don't because one of my friend who collects all these post-consumer was recently rejected prior to COVID. Somewhere like last year December only. Rejected. Even though they wrap up nicely and but rejected by the customs, not by the recycler.
Wrapped up nicely
means they wrap up. Means we use
no.
It is still post-consumer. But in order not to attract flies, we actually kind of like wrap it with shrink wrap so to deter flies .
Yeah.
So yeah, so her container was actually rejected.
Wow. Then
And
show
it's
lah.
not one container. Well, 3 containers worth rejected.
3 containers. 1 container worth is how much? About how much?
Maybe like 24 tons.
24.
22 tons per container.
Okay.
So this means 3 containers, and okay, fair enough. But the transport cost of coming back again, yeah, it's madness.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
it's
bit.
madness. So yeah, so might as well don't. Yeah, so after that case, I think none of us want to touch anymore. Yeah.
So because it's very hard to control post-consumer waste as compared to industrial waste,
Yep.
you guys
Correct.
just tell people forget it. Like don't
Yeah,
bother, just
the
rather
technology is
go.
there. Just remember that the technology is there, but the technology is not in Singapore. In
Okay,
other
but what if,
countries, no problem.
okay, then what if let's say like me, right, or like some of our viewers out here who are still here with us. Oh wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Okay,
Oh
so
shit. Okay.
okay, I'll quickly wrap things up
Yeah.
quickly.
Yep.
So if let's say I diligently clean it, will you guys still accept my tetra pack?
Oh yeah. If you diligently clean it, but there's only one of you, ma. Then the next, then your block got 240 units.
Okay.
So times 4.
Okay.
So we're talking about like 960 people.
So,
and then 959 not washing.
So for viewers out there, if you do see a default message that says like, oh sorry, we don't recycle tetra pack, it's not because there's no technology to recycle it. It's because of, as what logistically speaking, as what Thomas has mentioned, it's very hard to control the quality of this waste collected. Yeah.
Yep.
But of course, if you still want to help to reduce your tetra pack waste and you're diligent enough to clean it, by all means you can continue to do so. Okay. All right. What's another one? Okay. Egg tray. Can this be recycled?
Long time ago can. Now cannot.
Long time ago can. Now cannot.
No,
Why?
no, cannot. Okay.
Why?
Okay, the composite of egg trays used to be from newspaper waste. Means the newspaper. That's why it's the same color as the newspaper. Okay. But today everybody digital one, the newspaper.
Oh yes.
So the newspaper orders are also dropped.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I also cancelled
So
mine.
I cannot send these egg trays back to the newspaper fellas. Because they are facing a drop in. Obviously, everybody all go to the platform, right? Straits Times or CNA or all using the app. So digitally, it has actually reduced the print of the newspapers. So without so much demand for the printers, why would they want your egg trays? And egg trays, because they are made from the newspapers waste. To bring it back, right? You need more. You need to have more demand on the print, so that you can mix the waste. You know, like campur a bit lah, like rojak a bit to let it print out again.
So this is a happy problem in a sense because now on one hand,
yes, it's a happy problem.
People are now consuming less.
But now the egg tray also changing, like. Now they are more cotton based. I see more brown, more cotton based than this gray base. Maybe you should. Yeah, now seldom gray already. I saw like Sheng Siong and NTUC all cotton based already.
Okay,
or plastic based.
If it's cotton based, is that a good thing?
Oh yeah, of course. At least now they're changing a bit lah.
And that can be recycled.
Oh yes, brown color, but not gray color.
Okay, confusing.
Brown, no, it's not confusing.
Okay.
Paper only a few types. Okay, brown paper is cotton. Because brown.
Okay.
Gray is newspaper, right?
Gray is newspaper.
So printed papers like magazines is one class. Then black and white paper, another class. So only 4-5 classes only. That's it. Finish. Simple to remember.
So all these paper can be recycled except now this one.
Now this one, the grey one's now very tough because the newspaper guys are not collecting it.
Okay, so for those of you who are still buying your eggs from these egg trays, I guess do not fret. You either reuse it again. Can I give this back to, like, let's say the auntie downstairs who's selling eggs? I don't know. Like, if let's say I can just.
Oh, I think man. Yeah. I think they will love it because I think they can bring it back to pack the eggs again.
Or either that we compost lah.
Compost.
Like compost or put plants like.
Put plants or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, batteries.
Oh, batteries. This the AA, AAA, no need lah. No need already. Long time ago need lah. In I think the year 1980 something the manufacturers have been told to make batteries of such batteries. The mercury content is like 0.001 or something like that.
And that's
so
poisonous.
It's very poisonous, but it's very, very, very low content already. So this has been allowed to be landfill already. Because there's a directive.
So,
Anybody, anybody who produce this
can this
are
be
being
recycled?
subjected. No,
Okay.
cannot. You
Oh,
just
cannot.
go to landfill. Yeah, cannot.
Oh,
Just go
so
to
again,
landfill.
in Singapore, it will just go to our incineration.
Yeah, to landfill. Yeah, it is all over the world. Any companies or any manufacturer that produces this kind of AA, AAA, C, D type, right? They are subjected to the directive of producing such batteries with a mercury content not more than 0.001 or no 301s or 201s. I forget it.
Yeah.
So it's
Understand.
licensed, to be landfill or incinerated. No problem.
Okay. So just to conclude this section, right? I guess what we're trying to also put out there to everyone here who are still here with us, thank you for staying on with us.
Thank you.
that
Thank
recyc-
you.
Recycling is complicated, right? Because we are
It's not complicated.
It's not complicated, really.
Not complicated. Very easy only. Very easy to remember one. See, 125 you already mentioned, right? So
that's
the
when I
paper
came
part,
out, the tip lah.
so the paper part is very simple. See what's the color law.
But it also
What
depends.
color?
Suddenly, one day this one can recycle. Suddenly, you tell me next day cannot recycle.
No lah. You said that is a demand and supply thing, which the world is actually looking at. But you see it, I think is correct because now we are more digital.
Yeah.
So as you are more digital, definitely the newspaper things will start dropping, something like that. So it's natural. Yes, natural.
Okay, then can I say, is there a right way to say this? Like, so in order to tackle the problems of recycling that we face every day, can I say that unless it's a, can we use this motto in a sense, like unless it's a definite yes, it's a definite no. So meaning to say that if only you are very sure that it can be recycled, then you throw it into the bin and recycle it. But if you're not sure, then by all means just throw it into the, just discard it to the green bin.
First of all, is don't buy anything that is not needed. Like earlier I was just sharing with you on the Taobao thing, right?
Yeah.
Please, enough is enough.
Recycling industry also cannot already.
Too much. Just too much already lah.
Too much.
Madness,
Okay. So like okay, cool. I do want to share a bit about this sign here. I think I also want to share that like sometimes a lot of these materials, right, may have this sign or they say that they are sustainable, but that doesn't always mean that it's recyclable, right? Because it may be recyclable in another country, but not in Singapore.
But not Singapore. That's right.
Okay, so because maybe this is shipped from, I don't know, like New Zealand or something, and then the
they can have all this because they got land. We have got no land.
But they never, so when they ship globally, they don't really care whether there's a recycling plant for this material for their own product, correct?
Yeah, of course. We just ship, right? So there's a consumer demand. I just ship, right? So for example,
it's just
like P&G, right? So you guys all use P&G, all the shampoo, all the bathing stuff, right? But we do not have the plastic mill, But but these are the most economical way to actually ship those liquid product or to dispense those shampoo for you to use. So P&G over in Thailand is big. They have their own recycling plant at the back of P&G. So it's easy for them to actually do this this production process. But over here, we are mostly dealing with post-consumer.
Okay.
This is the tricky part.
Okay. All right. So let's just conclude our session. Is there anything that Thomas? Thank you so much for going through the misconceptions with us and sharing with us about how recycling is like in Singapore. But is there anything that you'd like to share with viewers to our youths regarding the future of the waste and recycling business?
Okay. I always have to say this the Earth is like a spaceship.
Okay.
Always circling the sun all the time. Okay. There's only one Earth, and the resources is what we have. The water, the food, it's all inside this spaceship. If we don't conserve it and we don't protect it, we will run out of food and water inside the spaceship that all of us are in. So if everybody were to play a small part, just a small little part, we could leave this spaceship for the next generation. All right. So this is the message. Everyone just play a small part.
So how about the youths? Like, as in, like, I know, like, when you went into the waste industry, right? It's not the most common route, right? So, do you have anything you want to share to people who are maybe thinking of pursuing the waste industry in their careers or something? Like, is there any words of advice?
Yeah, just dare to dream big lah. Oh, relax, man. Just do it. Yeah, if you're passionate enough, I think for anything, even though it's not waste industry, if you're passionate enough, you should be going after it. And I think I don't say that I'm a very good example of it, but I think maybe I'm one of those that that is okay, and then yeah, why not? I think everybody, let's say if anyone is really interested in sustainability, just go for it, because now is a better now is the best time, really the best time. Back then was really a fight, but now sustainability is like it was what back then wasn't even sustainability. Back then was rubbish man are you? Now it's no. Now after come to know what, then become now it's called sustainability. Wow, fantastic word, no? Yeah, last time we never use sustainability as a word. To us, sustainability is like, what are you talking? No,
And
you
also,
rubbish man,
right now, so we do need, now that you're able to automate, right? So now at least if more people are able to come into the industry, you can
Yes.
value add, right? And share
Yes,
with us,
yes.
share with your knowledge of what you learn in engineering, for instance, to
Yes.
be more innovative.
Yes.
And how can you improve the recycling rates for Singapore in
Yeah,
that way?
that's right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Thomas. I
Welcome,
think
welcome.
yeah, we've come to the end of our session. Thank you all for everyone here who is still here with us. I think just to conclude, I think what we can definitely see that like gain from what Thomas has shared is that recycling is tricky. It's not perfect. It's also tricky in Singapore, particularly because we do not have any plants. Am I right to say?
Yep, something like
And
that.
so
Yeah.
the recycling industry is very dependent on exports and very dependent on whether or not external partners are willing to accept our waste.
Yep.
Right? Yes.
Yep,
So
that's
I
right.
think so again, as what Thomas has been emphasizing a lot from the man himself in the recycling industry is, guys, please let's all we need to reduce our waste. It's really too much for the recycling industry at this point in time.
Yep.
In the waste
Yeah.
industry as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think again, like we should always refuse things we don't need. Also so because when you refuse items, you limit the hassle of of determining whether this can be recycled or not. Like, can this be recycled? Can this be recycled? But if you didn't even buy it in the first place, or you didn't,
So no problem.
then no problem. You don't have that
No
problem,
problem.
right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, and also however, like while we are trying to conclude and while do concluding that reduce is better and refusing is also better, we do also note that there is a merit to recycling, right?
Yep.
It is not useful as the default option, but we note that it's still important to support the overall process of reducing our waste, because waste will always be generated.
Yes, that's right. Always be
Right?
one. No
Yeah.
worry.
So Thomas, you always be here. Your
When there's waste, there's money to be made, like.
yeah. And also I think
Yeah.
one thing I want to bring up also is that I think one way that all of us, right, can also support the recycling industry and to improve the recycling rate actually is to actually buy products that are made from recycled materials. Right.
Yep.
And then this
Yep.
will increase the demand.
Because the shift in consumer behavior will then shift the manufacturers to look into materials that they want to put inside their products. Right? Earlier we were just talking about the Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are now making shoes out of the plastics from the seas.
Yeah.
So So
And
the consumer must then act, so that the manufacturers will then reply and say, yes, I do have the tech, and I'm willing to invest in the tech, and then I can help you to go maybe a longer way to realize this idea of sustainability together. This is a very important thing. The consumer must act. Yeah, must act. Then manufacturers will then listen and then reply with a product that the consumers want.
So there is that power also that consumers have.
Of course, because you work with your wallet, easy Nike don't produce, I buy Adidas. Why? Adidas got the plastic shoe, the rubbish shoe. It's a trend now, the rubbish shoe. I must have one pair. But it costs $5, so never mind, I buy.
The shoe made out of recycled materials.
Rubbish shoe, okay.
Okay.
But people still buy. People will still buy. But yes, why you pay more for it? Not because of a trend. You pay more because now that you understand that recycling is tough,
Yep.
you need to pay a bit more
Yep.
for the shoe you like. And it goes a long way to help the manufacturer decide how they want to shift the process from the virgin materials into the recycled materials or the waste materials. They will then invest more money to gel this together. This is important. Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, I think as what Thomas has shared, when an engineer can come in to help to improve on the automation process of his plant, then obviously that's why we hope that more youth and individuals out there, if you are thinking of venturing into the waste sector, do so. Feel free to reach out to Thomas as well. I'm sure Thomas, you'll be very happy to share more, right? To any
Just email me or call me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. So again, I think Thomas has also given us permission. We're going to share his contact in our comment section. Feel free to reach out to him. Hopefully you won't receive a lot of questions, Thomas, but of course, if anyone is interested, do feel free to reach out to him. If you want to connect with him, from maybe connect your company to him, feel free to do so. Yeah, and I guess, the waste industry, it is not a glamorous sector, but I think it's still very much essential to us and to our society as we go about our everyday lives.
That's right.
So thank you, Thomas. Thank you for being
welcome.
our guest, and thank you for being playing an important role in our industry to support our society through this way. Yes. So up next for our fourth talk on green conversations, we'll be talking to a budding consultant in the behavioral science field. His name is Ian. He's a Singaporean but based in Australia. And what this conversation is, I won't be around. Lee Sing will be around to host, and he'll be talking with Ian about how can we influence change without forcing people to do so. Yeah, so how we've got green nudge, right? So now we're going to talk about the nudge, like what exactly is this nudge, and how can we change people's behavior, and how can we apply that into the environmental protection scene and the conservation and sustainability sector lah. Yeah, so I just want to, for those who are still here, I just want to join you guys into also joining us for our next talk. It will happen. More details will be shared with you soon on our Facebook page, so do keep a lookout, and I'll share more details on what it will be about. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night. I hope you guys had a good share session with us. All right.